You're watching Machindo's hometown station, HTV1.
Hello everyone, it's Brett Boyd from the Market House, where we have adjusted our hours to serve the community and keep our community and our associates safe. So now Market House is available to you from 9 until 6 every single day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an exclusive shopping hour for seniors from 9 to 10. And don't forget our text shopping service as well, 517-234-2020. Market House is here for you.
Tired of having everyone know you're coming before you arrive because of your exhaust? If so, then it's time to call the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. RS Custom Exhaust has all the tools and parts to make your vehicle quiet again. And for you sports car enthusiasts, if you're looking for the roar to be the king of the roads, RS Custom Exhaust can help you too. With free estimates and first-class service, RS Custom Exhaust has your vehicle covered. So stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
From Machindo's news leader, this is HTV1 News at noon.
The Hillsdale employee who is self-isolating has tested positive for COVID-19. Well, good afternoon, Machindo. I'm Scott Pienta. The hospital made the announcement yesterday saying that the employee did not work in direct patient care, but those who were receiving care in the area where the employee worked were immediately notified along with their families. Hospital officials are also working to identify everyone who is with direct contact, extended contact with the employee, and those people will be instructed to monitor themselves for symptoms. Infectious Control Officer Randy Holland says it's not likely the employee was infected in the hospital because it's been 8 days since they were tested, and it's likely that anyone else who was exposed would have developed symptoms by now. The hospital put procedures in place as the coronavirus pandemic began to take shape, preparing for the situation they face now well before the employees' cases come to light, and they've continued to limit exposure as much as possible as the outbreak evolves. Chief Operating Officer J.J. Hodshire says the hospital remained vigilant in protecting their team and patients from exposure. Now, it is the first case among employees of Hillsdale Hospital. Meanwhile, 2 employees at Camera Memorial Hospital in Angola have tested positive. One of those employees is a Steuben County resident and will be added to the Steuben County total number there. The other lives in DeKalb Township and will be added to the total there. Both employees are currently self-isolating at home. The Steuben and DeKalb County health departments are working closely to identify and monitor those who may have been exposed through close contact with the infected employees. And Hillsdale County Commissioner Chair Mark Wiley has issued a state of emergency, which applies to the county and all of the townships and municipalities. The declaration, which went into effect Tuesday morning, is an effort to prepare for widespread or severe damage, injury, or loss of life relating to the COVID-19 outbreak. It calls for the response and recovery aspects of the county's emergency operations plan to be activated, and local resources will be used to deal with the emergency to the fullest extent possible. While speaking to WCSR Zach Heiser yesterday, Wiley said he hopes the emergency declaration will be put the county in a better position for financial assistance and access to personal protection equipment. He said those are not currently problems in Hillsdale County, but it could become issues as the case numbers continue to climb. The order lasts until the morning of April 7th, which is when the full Board of Commissioners will meet to vote on whether or not to extend it. Well, all of this comes as Lenawee County has surpassed the Hillsdale County as the local hotspot in the pandemic. There are now 18 confirmed positive cases of COVID-19 in Lenawee. Hillsdale County added 2, now up to 15 confirmed positives. 2 new cases have been confirmed in Branch County, and these are the first cases that are not located at the Lakeland Correctional Facility. At Lakeland, WTBB reports that this morning there are now 14 cases at the prison, up from the previously confirmed 8 that were included but separated from the Branch County count yesterday. If counted all together, that unofficially makes 16 cases in Branch County. Steuben County now has 2 confirmed cases due to the county resident and Cameron Hospital employee who tested positive. Fulton County remains at 2 cases. However, the Toledo-Lucas County Health Department has reported 1 to 5 cases on their side of the county line in the Swanton zip code. Due to privacy concerns, it's not clear whether that person is a resident of the village or simply lives within that zip code's area, as the code covers a good portion of western Lucas County. Williams County still has not reported any cases of the coronavirus. Event cancellations continue to roll in at this time. The event that won't be rolling at all, or at least not this year, is the WTVB says the 33rd annual Coldwater Swap Meet and Car Show has also been canceled. Spokesman Dale Parshall says the show, which was scheduled for May 9th and 10th, has been called off in order to keep everyone safe. He adds that even if things were somewhat back to normal on the April 30th, it's doubtful that the show could still happen on such short notice. Parshall also says he hates the negative impact this has on charities and that event raises money for. 14 local organizations split over $26,000 in donations from that event last year. Finding light can be difficult in the middle of a coronavirus pandemic, but several communities in the Meshendo area are hoping to do just that tonight, where at least 3 cities, Tecumseh, Hillsdale, and Adrian, have announced their plan to participate in an event called Let There Be Light. The idea is simple. Set out luminaries or candles outside your home tonight to show support for the doctors, nurses, medical professionals, first responders, and everyone else who are on the front lines of the fight against COVID-19. It's a nationwide event that many communities across the country are joining in for. It all begins at 7 p.m. this evening. Hillsdale has scheduled their event until 8 p.m. while Adrian lasts until 10. Wauseon has been conducting a similar event each night since Friday when the Star was put back up in South Park. According to the Fulton County Expositor, Mayor Kathy Hunter asked all Wauseon residents to go out on their porch or in their backyard and shine a light each night at 8:30 until Ohio's stay-at-home order is lifted. Then share it on social media. And speaking of sharing, this is a look at some of the medical supplies that Trine University's Fort Wayne Center for Health Sciences donated to Cameron Hospital. Now, the Herald-Republican says university staff donated over 150 gowns, 20 boxes of masks, 25 boxes of sterile gloves, and 80 boxes of non-sterile gloves about a week ago. And as its need for medical is supposed to have become critical amidst this crisis, Trine's medical professional programs were a natural source for the donation. And as people across the country and around the world are donating to the cause, the Coldwater Daily Reporter says Branch County has set up a system to receive and screen donations made locally. They're looking for N95 masks, surgical masks, digital or temporal scan thermometers, surgical gowns, box nitrile gloves, safety eye shields or wrap-around safety glasses, and Lysol wipes. Not the spray, they're looking specifically for Lysol wipes. Now, those are only items that the county is accepting at this time, and anything you donate must be in its original packaging. If you want to donate, you should send an email with pictures of your donation to donations@countyofbranch.com. If your donation is accepted, they'll reply with information on where and when to drop it off. Well, still ahead, a local teen and her daughter are saved after going missing on Monday, and a fire destroyed a dog kennel in Montgomery last night. Those stories and more when HTV1 News at noon continues.
There's a reason that professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service, and knowledge. And that's exactly what they receive. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been family-owned. We take pride in serving our area with great products at competitive prices. We have dedicated project estimators in-house that will help figure the materials needed to complete your next task at hand. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a pole barn, building a deck, updating your kitchen, or painting your front door, let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project.
Authentic Mexican food is just a short drive away at El Cerrito in Coldwater and Hillsdale. The variety-packed menu has something for everyone, with classic Mexican dishes, El Cerrito specialties, and tasty treats for dessert. Don't forget the best margaritas in town with margarita specials Friday and Saturday. And carry-out ordering is great for work lunches or picking up dinner for the family. Make your next meal a fiesta for your taste buds at El Cerrito on Chicago Street in downtown Coldwater and Carlton Road in Hillsdale.
Some good news this afternoon. Naira Crump and her infant son were found safe on the other side of the state. The Montpelier Police Department confirmed on Facebook yesterday that the 14-year-old girl and her 2-month-old son were found in the Youngstown area. Now, Chief Daniel McGee followed up with a video thanking the community for the help via social media, but he had another message for those who chose a different route.
To the 1,300 plus people who shared the post, those who gave well wishes and prayers, we want to say thank you. So thank you very much for doing so. You know, the specific post that we put out there was to inform the public of 2 missing young persons, a 14-year-old girl and a 2-month-old son. And while I understand that people's life choices are often fodder for others' comments and judgment, this post seemed to be no different, I guess. It elicited some people's, what I think are unnecessary comments. Whether factual, true or untrue, I want our public to know that our only and sole goal was to locate these 2 young people quickly and safely. I could care less about opinions and judgments of the keyboard warriors. I don't care. It's stressful enough being involved in complaints, trying to investigate and locate the missing kids. We don't need the added stress of others starting fires where no fire exists. And I want everyone to realize that at some point, you know, we may be engaged with you to help find or deal with something for you. And that might open you up for criticisms, right, wrong, or indifferent. Right, wrong, or indifferent. So, you know, our only hope in this was to locate these 2 kids safely and in good health, so that something positive for them might begin. And, you know, that's something that I don't want lost with this, okay? I don't want this lost. People make bad choices all the time. No one is immune to it. And I think we can all agree that young kids, especially, don't make very good choices a lot of times. But if we are going to take and beat them over the head at every turn, I don't know how we can expect them to turn the corner to making good choices. I just want to say, don't let my objections to maybe how some of that played out on that post demoralize you. That's not what I'm trying to do. I believe you have a right to your opinion, but I also believe there's a place and a time. And when we're trying to desperately locate kids, we simply just want help locating them. Nothing more, nothing less. So I think this is a positive. It can be a positive. We can build on this, and we can maybe in the future have better discussion and maybe better banter, you know. And if you have concerns about people or something like that, find the proper avenue and channels to put that out there.
McGee also thanked his officers, the Ohio State Patrol Intel Unit, and the police in Youngstown and Austintown for their help. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel is warning of more coronavirus-related scams attempting to gain access to personal Medicare and Medicaid information. A press release issued yesterday says some residents have received calls claiming to come from at least 2 local public health agencies, the Ionia County Health Department and the Benzing-Leelanau Public Health Department. Now, the scammers offer medication at home COVID-19 tests and ask for Medicare and Medicaid and identification numbers, supposedly for billing purposes. Calls to verify those scammers' claims have apparently been jamming those agencies' phone lines, delaying important responses to the pandemic. Strangely, the Benzing-Leelanau Health Department has received multiple calls from the 248 and 989 area codes to ask about the scammers' calls, but that agency only covers an area in the 231 area code on the opposite side of the mitten. NESL reminds everyone to be on high alert for scam calls and text, emails, or direct messages on social media. And if you have a scam to report, well, you should contact the Attorney General's Consumer Protection Team. You can file a complaint at michigan.gov/AG or by phone at 877-765-8388. And while most employers are attempting to find ways to keep all but their essential workers at home during the crisis, Michigan Attorney General is telling a well-known retailer they're not essential at all. Dana Nessel sent a letter to Jo-Ann Fabrics on Monday saying that the company's storefront operations should be temporarily suspended while Governor Gretchen Whitmer's stay-at-home order remains in place. The company asked the Attorney General's office to confirm that its on-site operations are necessary to sustain and protect lives because many hospitals and volunteers are turning to Jo-Ann Fabrics for raw materials to make face masks, face shields, and hospital scrubs and gowns. But due to the company's ability to provide those same goods through online sales and by shipping from its stores or distribution centers, Nessel says keeping the storefronts open to the public is both unnecessary and in violation of the executive order. After receiving the department's letter, Jo-Ann Fabric stores in the state appear to have modified their business operations to comply. Nessel thanked Jo-Ann Fabrics for their quick response. No one was hurt, but one man is facing serious charges after allegedly firing a gun into the air during a dispute over an electric bill. WTBB says 29-year-old Michael Dunn was arraigned in Branch County District Court yesterday on 2 counts of felonious assault, 1 count of felony firearm, and 1 count of reckless use of a firearm. Now, Michigan State Police say Dunn was threatening 2 of his family members when he fired 2 shots into the air. He's currently free on 10% of a $20,000 bond, and he's been ordered not to have any contact with his alleged victims. A probable cause hearing has been scheduled for April 9th, with a preliminary exam scheduled for April 16th. Well, tanker trucks were called to a structure fire in Montgomery Township Tuesday night around 7 p.m. The original call came in as a grass fire, but once the first responders arrived, they found that the dog kennel on the property was burning. The kennel was destroyed, but no animals perished in the blaze. Montgomery Fire Chief Henry Snellenberger says crews from Montgomery and Camden took about 40 minutes to put out that fire. Now, the cause is still undetermined at this time. Well, no one was injured, but one resident took a bit of a risk in a fight against a fire that damaged a Montpelier home earlier this week. Bryan Times says it happened on Bryant Street around 10:30 Monday night. Montpelier Fire Chief Dale Fresh says that there is a previous fire that was started by an electrical issue at the house, leading him to believe that this was an issue at the time as well, though that assessment is not yet official. The flames were located in the upstairs bedroom area of the home, and Fritsch says that one of the occupants was using a garden hose to try to put the fire out. Something he says was, quote, not a good thing to be doing. The fire got into an outside wall and in the attic, and the crews had to tear some drywall down to get to it. Fritsch says that there was an extensive damage to the bedroom and there was some water damage downstairs. The home is salvageable, and work was done that night to cover up the holes after the incident. A 2-vehicle crash remains under investigation in Hillsdale County. Now, it happened last night at the corner of US 127 and Lime Creek Highway in Wright Township. The Hillsdale County Sheriff's Office says a southbound vehicle driven by 64-year-old Mark Masters of Morenci was stopped to turn left when it was rear-ended by a vehicle driven by 16-year-old Jacob Coons of Middlebury, Indiana. Coons was cited for failing to stop in an assured clear distance. Everyone involved was wearing their seatbelts and no injuries were reported. Well, coming up, the test must go on, and Michendos County is ready to move forward with monthly runs of their emergency sirens. And a local athlete wins a big award for the 3rd year running. Stick around.
The Saucy Dogs is the name, and barbecue is the game. Come on down for a good time and some great food At Saucy Dogs, try our barbecue nachos or our tasty ribs. We'll have you howling for more. Saucy Dogs, downtown Jonesville.
Does your vehicle sound like a tractor putting down the road? Then you need to see the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. They will give you a free estimate along with first-class customer service. They custom make any exhaust needed for your vehicle. Stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
Hello everyone, it's Brett Boyd from the Market House, where we have adjusted our hours to serve the community and keep our community and our associates safe. So now Market House is available to you from 9 until 6 every single day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an exclusive shopping hour for seniors from 9 to 10. And don't forget our tech shopping service as well, 517-234-2020. Market House is here for you.
The City of Coldwater set up temporary rules for remote meetings at a special meeting of the City Council last night. According to WTVB, Mayor Tom Kramer says the city had to act quickly to establish those rules because the Planning Commission has a meeting scheduled for Thursday. The move comes as a result of an executive order issued by Governor Whitmer allowing government bodies in Michigan to use teleconferencing or video calls to conduct business. Quincy, Branch County, the Branch County ISD, and the Community Health Agency have also been conducting meetings electronically. Many Meshendo communities delayed their first emergency sirens test of the year due to concerns of raising anxiety during the coronavirus outbreak. But now, the Hillsdale County Emergency Management Director Doug Sanford says that the spring weather is coming and the sirens have to be tested. Here's the schedule Sanford has laid out for Hillsdale County's test on April 6th, May 4th, June 1st, July 6th, August 3rd, and October 5th. The test will take place between 6 and 6:30 in the evening. The September 14th test will be done at 10 a.m. so that the school kids can practice tornado drills on campus, which may not be a consideration this year, but the schedule was developed before the pandemic. Sanford notes that the technology used to trigger the sirens relies on the same radio frequency used by the central dispatch. So if the emergency traffic or the actual severe weather delays the April 6th test, it will take place on the 13th. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine announced Monday that schools in the Buckeye State will now be closed through April. The Bryan Times says schools are now tentatively scheduled to reopen on May 1st, but DeWine says state officials will reevaluate the situation at a date as the date approaches. A Monday report from Bridge Magazine says Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer was getting close to making a similar decision, citing sources involved in the process, but the governor's office rejected the report as inaccurate. According to MLive, Whitmer says she'll make an announcement one way or another tomorrow. Also in Ohio, WBNO reports that Governor DeWine may soon extend the state's stay-at-home order. The current order is set to expire April 6th, but the governor has suggested that that date will be pushed back. He's also raised the possibility of releasing some state prisoners on a case-by-case basis. Another executive order has mandated a weekly online report of ventilator availability, including manufacturing figures, distribution, and retail supplies. And that move comes in an effort to move supplies more quickly and efficiently. It's been a while since any games have been played, but we do have some good sports news for you. The Adrian Daily Telegram says Lenawee Christian Jr. Bray Salenbine, those for the third year in a row, is the Associated Press's Division IV Player of the Year, as well she should be. This past season, Salenbine averaged 20.6 points and 10.5 rebounds per game. She was better than 50% from the field and over 80% from the charity stripe. She's also averaged 4.1 assists per game, 3.3 steals, and 3.2 blocks. Her season was unfortunately cut short by ACL injury in the district tournament, but the Cougars went on to win the district title with several players stepping up in her place. They were getting ready for the regional title game when the season was ended by the COVID-19 outbreak. LCS was the top-ranked team in Division IV and played the top-ranked teams in all three divisions above them this past season, garnering a record of 20-3. Bree's older sister, Danny Salenbine, was also named to the AP's first team for the second straight season with 15.4 points, 76% from the free throw line, 5.6 assists per game, and a total of 49 three-pointers. She's notably ranked up 31 points against nationally ranked Detroit Edison. She's one great young lady playing some basketball. After the break, those fighting the pandemic on the front lines are clearly the heroes, and they're getting some recognition they deserve. We'll be right back after this.
El Cerrito's variety-packed menu has something for everyone. With generous servings and lots of flavor, you'll think of it as a fiesta for your taste buds. Dine in or carry out at El Cerrito on Chicago Street in downtown Coldwater and Carlton Road in Hillsdale.
There's a reason that professionals shop at Jonesville Lumber. They expect quality, service, and knowledge. And that's exactly what they receive. For nearly 100 years, Jonesville Lumber has been family-owned. We take pride in serving our area with great products at competitive prices. We have dedicated project estimators in-house that will help figure the materials needed to complete your next task at hand. Whether you're building your dream home, adding a pole barn, building a deck, updating your kitchen, or painting your front door, let Jonesville Lumber help you with your next project.
The Saucy Dogs is the name and barbecue is the game. Come on down for a good time and some great food. At Saucy Dogs, try our barbecue nachos or our tasty ribs. We'll have you howling for more. Saucy Dogs, downtown Jonesville.
Finally, this afternoon, healthcare workers are now new celebrities in New York. They're getting nightly applause from thankful residents. Plus, America's most famous infectious disease expert is also getting some unique love. Jenny Mose reports.
Why are New Yorkers heading for the windows at 7 sharp every night? To clap. They're clapping from balconies. They're clapping from door stoops. It's a standing ovation for the performance by nurses, doctors, sanitation workers, and store clerks.
Thank you! We're so appreciative.
It comes across as a distant din. Across the cityscape, or a loud whoop. Woohoo! Up close. Hooray! Normally cool New Yorkers are banging pots and ringing cowbells. Though who knows where a New Yorker gets a cowbell? It's enough to touch even a comedian's heart.
I have never been more moved by applause that wasn't for me.
Online, it goes by the hashtag clap because we care.
Gotta keep clapping for 2 minutes.
In addition to applause, the Empire State Building lit itself up like a flashing police light to honor first responders. And how about a hand for Dr. Anthony Fauci? And we don't mean the hand on his head, for his shining role.
We're starting to see glimmers.
He's been plastered on t-shirts, even turned into customized socks. Peter's Clam Bar on Long Island has named a linguine with white clam sauce dish after him. Just order the Fauci. And the Donuts Delight in Rochester, New York, that added his image to their donuts, has now been imitated by other bakers, adding butterscotch COVID cream and quarantini sprinkles.
Making donuts to bring attention to a health crisis might be the most American thing.
The accolades aren't a cure, but the I Love New York treatment makes it all feel a little better. Even man's best friend chimed in. Jeannie Mo, CNN, New York.
Well, those are the top stories at noon. Don't forget you can find more news in our live stream 24/7 at HTV1.net. For all of us here at HTV1, I'm Scott Pienta. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon and have a great day.
Tired of having everyone know you're coming before you arrive because of your exhaust? If so, then it's time to call the experts at RS Custom Exhaust in Hillsdale. RS Custom Exhaust has all the tools and parts to make your vehicle quiet again. And for you sports car enthusiasts, if you're looking for the roar to be the king of the roads, RS Custom Exhaust can help you too. With free estimates and first-class service, RS Custom Exhaust has your vehicle covered. So stop and see them today, located at 1461 Vera Drive in Hillsdale.
Hello everyone, it's Brett Boyd from the Market House, where we have adjusted our hours to serve the community and keep our community and our associates safe. So now Market House is available to you from 9 until 6 every single day, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. with an exclusive shopping hour for seniors from 9 to 10. And don't forget our text shopping service as well, 517-234-2020. Market House is here for you.